communicate its expectations, and I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page to start the season.
Let's do it.
I'll be frank with you, MP. We have a tremendous amount of work to do to get to where we need to go.
And what does that mean exactly?
Our goal is to win more games than we did last year. Build a culture, learn winning habits. Then, if it all works out, next year we can compete for a playoff spot.
Next year?
Okay, I know.
Next year?
I know
playoff spot?
I know it's a tough pill to swallow. All right, but you saw how we finished last year, and our roster doesn't have what it takes to aim any higher. If we set unrealistic goals, we are destined to fail.
I don't understand this at all, Cliff.
Okay. My job as the GM is to accurately evaluate the roster and make the moves I need to make to put us back in contention. I can't sit here and tell you that as our roster is constructed right now, we have what it takes to win a championship. I would be doing us a huge disservice.
And my goal is to make sure that you eat those words, Cliff. I know what happened last year, but I'm further along than what you realize. I'm a difference maker.
Nothing would make me happier than to be proven wrong, and we are going to give you every tool to do that. Which brings us to the next part of our meeting. Coach Tucker is going to help you set your personal goals for the first half of the season.
We've got some strong opinions on what you should focus on, but we'd like to get your input too.
Okay.
This is a collaboration.
That's great because I have been visualizing exactly how I want my career to be.
Visualizing.
Yeah.
Huh.
You know, like meditation and manifestation, that sort of thing.
Well, why don't you manifest some opinions on this list of potential goals for the first half of the season? Let me know if anything speaks to you.
You want me to just pick one?
There's a lot to work on at this level. Always. And you'll do a little bit of everything, but we find that giving our players a list of specific goals to work on for the first half of the season is the best way to drive development.
All right, I'm with it.
It also allows us to give you some milestones to track your progress. We'll even highlight on our schedule some key games to use as measuring sticks.
That's that communication that you were talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Pick a goal.
I want to win the NBA Cup.
That puts a lot of pressure on you and
Okay, fantastic. Wish being a GM was always this easy. One more thing.
Yep.
We got Media Day coming up.
Oh, I love Media Day.
What's up, bro?
MP, I'm Donna. Nice to meet you.
I'm telling you, Hunter. MJ's legacy. Man, if you're a hooper from
Nicely done. I can see that media training.
MP, huge fan.
What's up, man? How you doing? You
Good,
all right?
how are you?
I'm good, I'm good.
Yeah, this is what we'll be shooting today?
All right. Stand right here.
Right there. See some of your best poses.
All right, man.
Oh, that's the magic right there. Yep. Hold that. Perfect.
MP, how you feeling?
Like those kicks, MP?
I gotta get up early tomorrow to wait in line for some barbecue. No overtime tonight, okay?
time to talk rotation.
Great. I've been looking forward to this.
Every NBA player wants to start someday, and I'm sure you're no different.
This is all pretty straightforward.
Like Cliff said, communication is a big part of what...
ready to light it up tonight.
Yo.
So how'd it go with Coach? Any surprises? What'd he say?
Not really. If I want to be a starter, then I got to out.
The wait is finally over. Opening night is upon us. This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the light. And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guy.
Need some energy out there, MP. You're up.
Well, the start of MP's NBA journey begins now. These the first minutes for the first-round pick.
And I have high hopes for MP over the course of his career. This guy's a student of the game and was a fanatic about Jordan's Bulls when he was growing up. And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
On the court for San Antonio, Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Castle is out there at prime time, and it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. Outside Irving. Some nice passing here by Dallas. The 3 for Doncic. Prime time grabs the board. Spurs trail by 3. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
And we'll go courtside now to hear more about what's going on with MP.
Hey guys, a lot of excitement in the air as MP makes his NBA debut tonight. I asked him how he felt about his journey here, and he told me it hasn't been easy. I had to grow a lot as a person and as a player, but I'm ready to keep putting in the work and fight my way to the top. It's just the beginning of what could be a fantastic career. Guys?
Gosh, I love that kid. Hey, David, you can tell this organization expects big things from MP.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
A nice shot by Doncic.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Here's prime time, and the 3 is knocked down. Deep ball good, and a nice shot from prime time.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. On the wing, Irving. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. That shot, no good. And there's the drive. Primetime's shot is good. Primetime's got 10.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
The three for Doncic. Missed the shot. He's made 3 and missed 3 from the field.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
The beautiful all-around game of Johnson, so dependable when it comes to finding open teammates.
And a deep 3 from Doncic. Dallas, no good that time either.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
And so it's San Antonio, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
We've got Spencer Dinwiddie. He's out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Gafford in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Good work there as it goes.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Gafford sets the pick for Dinwiddie. A three-pointer, no good. Spurs leading by 9. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Irving nails the wide-open jump shot. 8 points for him.
Something that's not talked about is that he is a high IQ player. You got to respect how fast Kyrie makes decisions, especially when it comes to shooting the ball.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And checking out some numbers for Irving. Last season, he played outstanding. And he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And again, you gotta love his commitment to excellence. He owns the free throw line. It's truly an impact part of his game. And the Spurs making a change here. Champagne's checked in.
Just the definition of combo guard. Dinwiddie with a great pass that time.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Right wing. Here's Primetime. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Primetime's got 20.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Here's Gafford. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. The Spurs making a switch here. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Shot by Grimes, no good. Spurs leading by 9. Here's Primetime. He's got 20. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Primetime's got 9 points in the quarter.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
And it became very clear very early, RJ, that Wembanyama is legit and a very special player. Generational.
You never know until those first few games, but it was immediate how different Wemby is going to be. He has already met those lofty expectations that we all had for him.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Serving a screen on Vassell. Here's Grimes. Hits the front of the rim and out. San Antonio's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Timeout.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Thompson comes in for Marshall. And Doncic is subbed in for Irving. Then for the Spurs, Johnson's checked in for Wembanyama. And it's Paul in for Vassell. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Here's Primetime, and they pick up 2. Primetime's got the lead up to 14 now for the Spurs.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Doncic passes to Washington. 1:22 left to play here in the second quarter. Off on the layup.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets.
And looking at the Utah matchup, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That'll be the 5th time they take to the floor, and they want to get off to a quick start.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Irving's checked in. Both free throws good from Primetime.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Pass to Washington. Now Lively. Here's Irving to end the run. Rebound by Sohan.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Primetime. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. That's now 32 points for Primetime. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. In the 3rd spot, the Spurs.
It was an intimidating brand of defense they played. They sent the message that if you were going to get your points in the paint, you were going to have to work for them.
Outside Irving. And Thompson kicks to Washington. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, you need to find some sort of momentum. He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Now, here is Irving. Guarded closely. A second chance effort. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Primetime. That 3 off the mark. Irving for 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Spurs out in front. They finish off the second quarter with a huge surge, an 18-6 run. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody.
When you could dominate on the boards like that, this is how it's going to be. Physicality and determination are a winning recipe, Ernie.
And now here's something that's always interesting. Let's see what the fans are. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if Primetime's checked in for Johnson. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. On the court right now for the Spurs. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembenyama playing the 5. And it's prime time and at the small forward position. Thompson outside from downtown. A rebound by the Spurs.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Doncic, no good. San Antonio's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Primetime's shot is good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
Now, here's Washington. 7 points in the game, and Doncic hits it to go.
And it's so hard to take away the 3 from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around you.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
43 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Irving. Thompson outside. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Stolen by Lively. Doncic with it. He's picked up by Paul.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
Here's Primetime. He's covered by Irving, and that one drops. 48 points for Primetime.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Spurs running away with this one. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
Help, mismatch!
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Big men on the floor for them. It'll be Washington and Gafford. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Marshall in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Primetime, and good! He hits it again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Irving with the ball. Pass to Marshall. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Barnes against Irving. Barnes passes to Primetime. No good from outside. The Mavericks shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. To the paint. Here's Washington. Primetime grabs the board.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
The Mavericks pull it in. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Vassell. Connects. The jumper drops.
And such a solid player. Devin Vassell is someone you can really trust. Gives you a bit of everything out from that wing position.
Pass to Washington. Fires from deep. They get it back. Outside Irving. And they recover it. Now here's Marshall. Three-pointer. And it's Irving missing.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
The three. And that's good for 3 points. Nice shot from Primetime. Primetime's got 55. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Gafford finds Irving, crosses over. He lays it in.
Irving, one of the great ball handlers really in the history of this league.
The Spurs have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Primetime's shot is good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Puts it up from 12. Marshall can't hit. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Good, he hits again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Irving passes to Grimes. Irving attacking. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for San Antonio.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Primetime.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult. And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pass to Washington. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that
Way to bring the effort tonight.
First game in the pros. I'm sure your phone is blowing up.
Makes sense.
Look,
All right. You got your feet wet. Now the real work starts.
Whatever it takes, Coach. Coach, that was great. That was really helpful.
Good job, MP. I see. Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.
MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
The home debut for this team and the home debut for the rookie MP. He'll have his chance to make a lasting first impression here in just a moment as this stadium gets ready to rock. If you're looking for a party this Saturday night, we're bringing you one. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Ali LaForce. And the Spurs start out. Team's deciding to change it up. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Well, if you followed MP on his path to the NBA, you know the one criticism of his game is that he can defer too often, Graham.
And at times, I think that's been a fair criticism. But you'd rather have MP trying to involve his teammates too much than not at all. People had the same complaint about LeBron early in his career, and that worked out fine.
So the Houston Five right now. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Amen Thompson out there with Jalen Green. And it's Eason in at the 3 spot.
And I like how Paul constantly looks to set up his guys, knows how to orchestrate the offense with his passing.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Ali LaForce.
Brian, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game, his confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well, where he can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Ali. Thank you.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
You know, even though Wembanyama's first year was a tough one for the Spurs, there's a good outlook going forward, Grant.
And that's how it should be when you've got a generational talent like Wemby. The Spurs don't need to rush things at all.
Now here's Sohan, and the shot's good. Sohan's got 5 now.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Here's Şengün. 17 points in his last outing. Here's Green. Perfection with the jumper from the elbow.
You know, with his quickness, he's already good at creating separation for his shot. And we know he doesn't need much room to get his shot off either.
Fires from the wing. Rockets with a rebound. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
And in a series of the have-nots last year, they came out on the losing end, really looking for some improvement here.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Two teams in the bottom half of the conference as far as respect goes. They're both scratching and clawing to try to get a little more of that respect.
Now here's Green. Outside Eason. Pass to Thompson. Smith outside. And the 3 off target.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Chris Paul's so smart as a point guard. Any weaknesses in the defense, he's going to exploit.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Paul against Green with the drive. Rebounded by Castle. Here's Primetime.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And so it's San Antonio up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back with you shortly. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Jock Landale is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Whitmore. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Green in at the point. Here's Primetime. Coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And Houston has possession, following the bucket by the Spurs. Down low. Here's Landale. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Landale's got his first basket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Pass to Primetime. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Outside, Green. The 3-ball. Houston gets it back. Landale with a screen. Let's go with a 3. And it's Green missing.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Grant, compared to some of the flashier scores, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Eason. Back to Whitmore. Clock at 6. Shot is up. San Antonio with a rebound.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And with this pause, a check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. The Spurs, second.
I tell you what, if you had to pick one stat, at least on the offensive side of the ball, that benefits your team, this is it. I mean, when you're amongst the league leaders in assists, you're doing a lot of good things. Not just making shots, but you're moving your teammates and you're moving the basketball.
Knocks down the triple. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
Hey, this team has great confidence in Green's ability to connect from deep. It's really about getting him quality looks.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Now Green. He's got 9. Green going right at the rim. Rebounded by Champagnie. San Antonio leading by 9. And Prime Time gets it to go. Prime Time's got 21 points in the game.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Champagnie. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game.
Boy, the size and quick release Barnes has helps him inside. I mean, he feels very comfortable shooting from here.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. A line change here for San Antonio. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. San Antonio on top, up by 15. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some
Looking at San Antonio, hey, their spirits are high. They have a chance to start the season on a winning streak. Build up that momentum, guys.
The way they looked in that first game, it certainly wouldn't be a surprise. And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Spurs.
We knew they wanted a track meet. And, man, they got it. What a pace they've set.
Very hard to beat them at their own game. They wear you out, and we've still got a whole other half to go. Thanks for tuning in.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably... Both teams making some changes here. San Antonio leading by 12. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Keldon Johnson out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then there's Chris Paul. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Prime Time in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. San Antonio shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. And that one misses. The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game is going.
1:44 left in the third. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. And there it is for him. Primetime's got 28.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Collins, he's checked in for San Antonio. Harrison Barnes comes in for Johnson. Landale's checked in for Houston. Whitmore comes in for Brooks. .111 left to play in the third quarter. Pass to Whitmore. The shot to stop the run. And the layup is up and in. Whitmore's gotten his first basket of the night.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Rockets, trailing by 19. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. On the wing, Green. Just 5 to shoot. Over Paul. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Green's got 11 points.
Exactly how you run the pick and roll. Green looking very comfortable and confident in these sets.
Prime time. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Spurs lead by 19.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Here's Green. Offline from the top of the key.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Outside Whitmore. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Spurs out in front, running away with it. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. So the Rockets 5 now. Jalen Green is out there with Shepard. Then it's Tari Eason. Then it's Jock Landale. And it's Whitmore in at small forward. Blocked! And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. Holiday's checked in for Shepard. Holiday passes to Eason. He buries it from 3. Eason's got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Vassell with it. Over Holiday. It's hauled in by Landale.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Holiday from long range. And it's Whitmore missing. San Antonio leading by 18. Here's Primetime. And that one's good. Primetime's got 15 points here in the second half.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Outside, Green. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Green for 3. Another miss by Green.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Here's Primetime. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Primetime's got 40 points.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Massey, he's checked in for Collins. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Smith outside. Here's Van Vliet. There's the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
We've seen Van Vliet become a really good outside shooter, but I think he's still at his best going to the rim.
San Antonio leading by 22. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
The open shot by Brooks. The kick out to Van Vliet for three. San Antonio with a rebound. Here's Primetime. He takes it in, lays it up, and banks it in. Primetime's got 44.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Here's Brooks. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. And for an up-and-coming San Antonio Spurs team, Grant, what's the key for them in your mind?
I'd have to say, B.A., that it's patience. You know, young guys need time to develop their game and learn from experience. You can't expect people to become stars overnight.
Good on the second one. After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, B.A., they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
Here's Primetime. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Tonight, their attack revolves around him. As he goes, so goes the offense.
Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Spurs.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Primetime.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Yep, count it.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Van Vliet outside. 30 seconds left to play in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Nice D from Vassell. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. And again!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Now here's Brooks, guarded closely. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. So long and good night, everyone.
You earned that one.
Wins pay the bills, baby. It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in?
MP, you're about to go off.
Up next, the Spurs taking on the Rockets. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. Early on, Greg, the potential landscape of the NBA very much open-ended.
An early win streak could...
Times checked in for Johnson. And a switch here also for Houston. Eason's checked in. And if you talk to guys who know MP, who grew up with him, they'll all say that he lets his game do the talking.
And he's got a very business-like approach to himself when he's on the floor. MP can dish it back if you come at him, but for the most part, he's letting his numbers speak for themselves.
Spurs trail by 3, so on the floor for Houston. Ed Van Vliet out there with Amen Thompson. Then it's Jabari Smith. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Eason in at the power forward. Prime Time's shot is good.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
That's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Smith kicks to Thompson. Brooks outside. 4 on the clock. He takes it up and lays it in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's prime time. Count that one.
Oh, and a terrific pass. Takes so much pride in his ability to make his teammates better.
Pass to Eason. Back to Van Vliet. 6 on the shot clock. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds tonight, and that one is hammered home.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Tries it from the top of the key, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Rockets lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
The guard pair are Jones and Vassell. Zach Collins is out there with Johnson, and it's prime time and at the 3. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And it's Jones with the ball for San Antonio. It's a 3-point game, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Well, watching the film, I thought they did a great job playing with energy.
Green passes to Holiday. Pass to Whitmore with the shot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Whitmore's got 4 points in the quarter. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to San Antonio. Here's primetime. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
So they take the lead. That's 12 points for prime time.
Good decision there by Vassell in the 2-man game.
Now Whitmore. The rebound by Champagnie. San Antonio leading. Over to the left wing. Here's Primetime. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Primetime's got 15.
Well, this could be one of those nights where there's just nothing you can do to slow him down.
And here's Green outside. Offensive rebound. Whitmore. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for the Spurs. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Keldon Johnson. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Tari Eason. Brooks comes in for Cam Whitmore. Thompson, he's checked in for Jalen Green. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
San Antonio leading by 7. For the 3. Again from deep. The three-pointer good from Primetime. Primetime's got 21.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. VanVleet passes to Thompson. Good defense by Wembanyama.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
There's 1:59 left in the first half of basketball. Thompson outside. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. Pass to Şengün to end the cold streak. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good.
The Rockets making a switch here. Green's checked in. .131 left to play here in the half. Van Vliet outside. Thompson. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Taking a look here at the Rockets, this is when it starts to get real. You're past the opening night energy, and you're not as well rested as you were in the offseason.
Yeah, it's time to show us what you...
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the San Antonio Spurs. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's... John's checked in for the Spurs. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
So on the floor for Houston, the post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Thompson is out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Brooks in at the small forward position. Count it, good. And that's now 27 points for prime time.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpie's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA, totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said.
It's been all VanVleet tonight. One of the best undrafted players in league history.
Here's Primetime. Count the basket. Primetime's got 6 points in the quarter.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Smith outside. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. From 13, And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Van Vliet's got 14 points.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Prime time, the pass to Sohan. Here's Prime time. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Prime time's got 33.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Şengün with a screen on Paul. And here's Van Vliet from the arc.
Great timing and a really good read there from Şengün. Spaces the floor and is rewarded.
The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think you're his peer.
Not in any way.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. Brooks against Johnson. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Brooks misses.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Yep, that one goes in there. And that's now 37 points for prime time.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And so it's San Antonio, controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Collins is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's prime time. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Champagnie in at the 2 spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Now here's Green. Şengün with the screen for Green. Collins grabs the miss.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Here's prime time, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. And he lays it straight in. Primetime's got 43 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Whitmore with it. Down low. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
Here's prime time. Whitmore defending. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. He takes it in, and Whitmore throws it down.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Collins trying to break free. Prime time's shot is good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Houston with a big group substitution here. Smith checked in for Jari Eason. Dylan Brooks comes in for Cam Whitmore. Thompson, he's checked in for Jalen Green. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. The Rockets with another miss.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Here's Collins. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Collins has got his first bucket in this one.
They are just killing him on the interior.
VanVleet passes to Şengün. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Drills it from outside.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Prime Time's shot is good.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
And the NBA, right or wrong, Stan, has been called a copycat league before. If something works, it catches on quick. Is that a fair statement?
Well, I think it is to some degree, Kevin. Certainly, we all watch each other and learn from each other, and you're always looking to see what someone else does in their system that would fit into what you do, but you can never fully copy another team because the personnel is different.
Yeah, every roster's different, isn't it? And you've got to tailor things you want to do with what you've got.
That's exactly right. So if my personnel's not the same as yours, I might be able to take a little bit of what you do.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with, now they looking nervously. And I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer. What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I